Hey everybody, happy Saturday afternoon. Um, so this video is in two parts. If you're only interested in the makeup part, I'm going to do that first. I have confirmed through sources that the P Louise 2025 Advent Calendar is not currently available for pre-order in the United States. My website isn't glitching. Your website isn't glitching. It's just not yet available. I have no information beyond that. I don't know if it will be. I don't know if it won't be. I will say that when watching the P Louise documentary for the month, because they release about one episode every month, they did talk about this, and they actually talked about not selling it in the United States at all due to the uncertainty of the tariffs. And there's a lot of people on TikTok that are freaking out over that. The next thing that she said, though, was that's been resolved and we do plan to sell in the United States. So, according to the last documentary, yes, there will be some available for the United States. However, that decision obviously was made too late to get us looped into the pre-order that's happening right now. Hopefully, we will get a pre-order at a later date. I don't know. As soon as I know, I will tell you. So that's the makeup update part of this. The second part of this is kind of more of a personal thing. I'm very open with my mental health stuff on here. And I'm very open with the fact that I have OCD. And I am normally a very high-functioning OCD. Meaning, if I didn't tell you, you probably wouldn't notice, other than the fact that I'm a little odd. I'm very good at masking, and I can completely hide it. However, I do not mask around my husband, and I have recently made the decision to stop masking entirely and just be who I am. And that's part of what you get on here, is you get to see my journey with it. So P Louise did not announce that this was available in UK only. The emails went out to everybody who's on their mailing list, and nowhere did it say US excluded. And I have my husband here to confirm things, but the past 28 hours have pretty much been hellish for me.
And me.
Sorry. Yeah, bless his damn heart. He was trying so hard to help me. Even when I was at work and I was just texting him to vent my frustration because I had to get it out. He was at work and he was trying on his phone to get it pre-ordered for me. One, because he knows how much I want this and how hard I've been working to try to save to get it. And two, because he knew what it was doing to my brain. Because there was no logical reason this shouldn't work. And that is one of the things that triggers my OCD more than anything else, is when there is no logical reason why something shouldn't work, and yet it doesn't work. And yes, I knew there was a possibility that it wasn't available in the US, but I thought surely they would say something if that were the case. And I had gone in their live, because they were live on TikTok yesterday, and asked several times. And their lives are very, very busy, and so I'm not upset that they didn't see it. But other people were saying, well, I had no problems. Well, I have no way of knowing where these other people live. But basically, for 28 hours, my entire world has revolved around, why can I not find this calendar on the website? And you know, to the odd person listening, it may be, oh, that's sad, she's obsessed with something. You know, how pathetic to be obsessed with makeup. The fact that it was an advent calendar is irrelevant. This could have happened for any item. You know, I might have been looking for, actually, okay, as an example, one of our son's cars needed a battery. Ma had Our ma had bought it at a yard sale, didn't come with a battery, needed a battery. I was tasked with finding the battery. Same thing. Until I figured out the battery and found, like, it's an obsession, and my brain, I don't have the option of shutting it off. I don't have the option of walk away and come back. My brain doesn't work that way. Once it has latched onto something, I have to resolve it. And the only way I can break off from resolving it is either to find a different hyperfixation, which doesn't solve the problem, just changes it, or pills. There are other ways to shut my brain off, but they're not working currently. Normally, I can do some meditation. There are activities, and I'm not talking sex. I'm talking like going to the dam or going out and doing something that will, trigger my brain. Watching documentaries, other things that trigger and soothe the OCD. Usually, I can use a combination of those to break the hyperfocus. They're not working right now. That's part of this whole breakdown that I've been dealing with. None of my usual methods of stopping the obsessions are working. I did start on new meds. I took my meds yesterday, so Thursday. It takes between a week and 2 weeks for them to get into my system. The last ones I was on, one didn't help much. And I didn't feel like they were doing much from the very beginning, and I stopped them because they were causing an increase in thoughts of unaliving, which is a side effect of 90% of mental health drugs. Oddly enough, it can cure your depression, but it can also cause you to want to unalive yourself. I don't understand how the two things can be, but the point is, not all meds do that to all people. So when you find one that does that, you need to get off of it and get on something else. But it takes a couple weeks to get that new med in your system. And that's where I am right now. And I won't know if this new med helps with the OCD until it's in my system. But I can tell you, and Wolf can confirm, the last 28 hours have not been pleasant. And as unpleasant as they have been for you, you are like the true hero here, trying to help me figure this out.
I have been trying to help, and I know that it hurts her. And I don't know if it's actually picking me up on the microphone.
It is a little bit. I'll edit the sound.
In which I do understand what she's going through every time. I have a little bit of it as well. Like searching for new parts for the computer, searching for games, things like that. Doing research, you have to obsess. And on this was something monumental for her.
It's not even. I mean, yes, it's important to me, but
Tell me you're dummy.
a lot of the time I call the OCD my superpower.
Oh no.
Because when I'm in control of it, I can do a lot. And it really is something that it makes me an incredible researcher. And it helps with learning. I can deep dive into things and absorb an incredible amount of information very, very quickly. And that's great. And I have used that. That's my secret to success in schools. I also recognize patterns very, very quickly, which is my secret to test taking, because every test from the SAT, ACT, GRE, all of those have a pattern to them. And if you recognize the pattern, it's very, very easy to pass them. I don't know how to teach people how to do that. If I did, I'd make $1 million. But this is what it looks like when it's out of control. And I wish I could express, like, to the point where I can't sleep. I can't think. I barely register, oh, Jazz is licking my elbow. That's her sign that she needs to go OUTSIDE. She's sitting right here, so I don't want to say it because it'll get all excited. I barely recognize other things because my brain is so hyper-focused and I don't have control over it. And it happened while I was at work. And balancing the need to do my job and the building obsession was I was really worried I wouldn't be able to stay in control of it long enough. And that's probably why by the time I got home it exploded and it was so problematic. But anyway, now my brain has an answer. My brain has accepted that answer and is letting go of it. There's a slight obsession on, okay, when are they going to acknowledge and announce it? But if it's I'm waiting for something type obsession, it's not generally as bad as I should be able to do this, but it's not working. Those are the worst kind of obsessions because there's no solution. It's one of the reasons why Wolf is the most amazing partner is because he accepts that I can't stop these right now, and he tries to help me fix them. Now, am I obsessed to the point where if I had found it on sale for the United States and we didn't have the money, I would have bought it anyways? No. Luckily, my obsession does seem to just stop at figuring out how things work or how it happens. But the Advent calendar has been a back of my mind obsession since 2022. And what I mean by that is I love it. I've watched every unboxing pretty much that's on YouTube for the past 3 years of their calendar. I have seen it. I doubt you will find many on YouTube I haven't already watched. So yeah, the calendar is absolutely an obsession. However, notice I have not bought it. And I've had opportunities to buy the 2023 and the 2024 one. So I do have control over it that way. So that's good. I'm not just spending money on shit we don't need. But it does sometimes take conscious effort to, if I hyperfixate on something, not do that. It is definitely a problem. But anyway, so there's there's what's going on with P Louise. There's what's going on with my brain, and there's a little insight into how living with OCD, even though it's a superpower, is not always fun. For me or my husband. But have a nice day. See you tomorrow for some kind of self-care Sunday, because I'm going to do something to take care of myself. We have all 5 animals here right now. Like, that's
4.
Oh, I'm sure Essie's here somewhere. But there's Lucy. Charlie's in the background. Jazz. And there's Anna. How rare that we have all 4 animals in one spot. You know what that means? Derek has food. Oh, there comes Ezzy down the steps. Eric
loves these.
Derek has all 6 of his women at his feet right now. I'm sure he's in heaven. Because, yeah, every female in this house is in love with him. I tease him about it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He has 5 girlfriends. 5 live-in girlfriends. All right. Anyways, guys, bye. Love you. See you tomorrow.